Hey there, John Farahmand here with a little bit of a lesson for all of us today. Something that took me years and years to learn, but once I learned it, and once I learned how to actually create a full cup in here and in here, my life exponentially took off. My company exponentially took off. The relationship with my wife got on fire. I started to get closer with my 3 daughters, and it's just been incredible ever since. And so I want to share that with everybody today. And the essence of what I want to say is, no is a complete sentence. No is a complete sentence. So many of us have trouble saying no because we personally, when we're told no, we take it as rejection. We take it as, somebody smashing our spirit or not believing in us, etc., etc. And that's not what it is at all. When you say no to somebody else, you're actually saying yes to something different. That's all. You're not personally insulting someone. You're not, abandoning them or telling them they're worthless. You're just saying no because I have to say yes to this other thing over here, to this other commitment I made. And why am I sharing this with you? It's because in my relationship with my wife, the kids, 40 team members in my companies, I got to a place some years ago where I was always exhausted, just chronically exhausted. No time to work out. I had a short fuse. I was kind of nasty. I was always on edge, and I wasn't happy with where I was at all. I was making poor decisions. I was eating terrible food. I just didn't feel good. And I don't know what it was that hit me over the head like a brick that made me say, you know what, I have too many commitments. And because I have too many commitments, I can't fulfill or deliver on many of them, which makes me feel terrible because we are our word. And if we can't keep our word, then we don't ever feel like we're quite in alignment with who we know we should be. And what that started to do for me was to kind of take from my cup, and we'll call it my soul cup or my energy cup or my delivery cup. But the part of me that I have to give to others was so diluted and was so low on, the power to give because I had far too many commitments. And so I started saying no to a lot of things and to a lot of asks and to a lot of people. And I had to drop the story that I'd been rolling in my head for many, many years that, oh my God, they're going to think I'm a jerk. They're going to think I'm a terrible person because I'm saying no all the time. But the exact opposite happened. Because I started saying no and because I started to decrease the number of commitments that I made to people, I could actually deliver on those commitments because I had so fewer of them. And I started to feel better about myself. Like, wow, I can do this. Life isn't so bad. Running multiple companies with lots and lots of team members and lots of commitments to the community and to my family and to my health and to my fitness, I got this covered because I don't have so many other commitments. And the bottom line with a lesson like that is what I have written up on the blackboard behind me. You can't pour from an empty cup. And I know that sounds really simplistic, but if you're feeling exhausted, if you're feeling short, if you're feeling disconnected from your spouse, disconnected from your kids, you're feeling like work just is absolutely terrible, it's not giving you any juice, it's not giving you any passion, you're not living with purpose, you're not creating power in all of the different relationships that you have in your life, particularly the one that matters the most, the one with yourself. If you're not feeling those things, I want you to take a step back for a second and analyze all of your commitments and focus on the ones that you really, really want to see through. Whether it's your business, whether it's your marriage on fire, whether it's being super connected with your kids or your close friends, colleagues, coworkers, family members that might be spread out or isolated right now, in this time of the world, all over the country, whatever those commitments are, those are the ones that you need to keep. But first, before you can keep any external commitments, you have to understand that the commitments you make to yourself are the most important of all. Because if you can't even keep those commitments, to your health, for example, or to your diet, which is the sum total of the calories that you're consuming, or the exercise regimen, or getting up on time, etc., the commitments that you keep to yourself, if you don't keep those, pretty soon, your cup's going to be empty, and you're not going to have anything to give to others. And at that point, life feels pretty empty. Because if I keep my cup full, guess what? I always have enough to give because I can always pour from my cup. Why? Because I protect it. I keep it full by saying no and by knowing exactly what the commitments are that I make to myself and following through on those no matter what. No matter what. I don't give up on the commitments I've made to myself. And when I do that, I have plenty left over to give to anybody who might need to take from my cup. If this was valuable to you, if you got something from this, if it fueled you with a little bit of fire and a little bit of passion, or it made you have some insights into your own life that you can use, please follow me on Facebook, hit me up on Instagram. Love to hear from you. Thank you.